Today I'm going to do a review of these Harbor Freight wire crimpers and these terminal connectors. First, the wire crimpers. They're really nice. I put tape on the handles because the handles smell, and they're nice as far as, their price point. These cutters here don't fully close, so they're practically useless. I don't use those anyway, so that doesn't really bother me. Metal rusts very easily, but if you use some of those polishing compounds, a lot of times it'll leave a waxy or oily coating. It doesn't transfer very easily. That protects it from rusting. I really like these terminal connections. I really wish they would have done a colored picture on the back as well, because I like mine color coded easily for easy identification. As one of the best features I like about these terminal connections, I'll probably overlay a picture in the video, but on all the terminal connections, most of them, they have it stamped into the metal here, the size of the connector, which is very nice if you have just a big pile of them and you're not quite sure what the color coding means. Always forgetting something. Well, it'd be awful hard to make a crimp connection without a wire strippers. And yes, I know this isn't the right connector for 16 gauge material. It's the blue one, but I'm not using it for typical electrical usage. This will be about the most extreme case in which you need to crimp, because of how far you have to crimp it in order for it to bond with the very small gauge wire. One of the reasons why I recommend foregoing this crimper and getting one of those ratcheting types is the amount of force you need to get a proper crimp. Come on, done it before, now you can do it. Unfortunately, they use these really crappy plastic covers for them. I don't typically just have this. I always put a heat shrink tubing over it. If you just have this collar, I have to cut this off because this is terrible work here. If you use heat shrink instead of just using a stupid insulator here, it acts as a strain relief. The problem with these, just having the insulator, is when you have a sharp transition between really rigid and highly flexible, it'll flex at a very small point, the copper, which will work hard in it, and eventually it'll fatigue and break off.